Hi, this is Lori, and today we're going to be talking about email do's and don'ts. Or I guess this also could be titled, How to Properly Email Market Without Spamming Your Friends. So basically, my advice to authors is that you do want to connect via email. Marketing people always say the money is in the list, and this is really true. You know, people opt into your list because they really want to hear from you. And actually, the best-selling authors often have huge email lists of people. Examples of this would be Tim Ferriss, Seth Godin. These are business authors, but I can also think of some romance authors who have huge email lists. It's really a good business practice. You want to keep in touch regularly because your readers will like hearing from you, and that's your best audience. You don't know who's going to see your stuff on social media, Facebook, Twitter. You don't know who's looking at what, but if you email something to someone, you really are communicating with them, and it's really important to build your relationship, and email is how you're going to do that. You should be collecting emails on your website. To do this, you'll use a service called an autoresponder. You don't have to set up the auto response part of it, but you can do the emails manually. But you do have to set up something where you can let people opt into your list. Good examples of popular services are MailChimp, GetResponse, and Aweber. Now, MailChimp is free, and I just recently heard the expression, if you don't pay for the product, you are the product. So in this case, that would be you're using MailChimp service for free, and you're basically letting them spy on you or get information about you and your demographic and everything else. And you run the risk that they can take your email list away at any time because you didn't pay for it. So MailChimp actually does have a paid level, but I would say if you're going to pay, GetResponse is a better deal. So since you're starting up your business, I would say I definitely would recommend the paid option. I have a GetResponse account and I really like it. I've heard great things about Aweber too. So start with MailChimp if you're just brand new and you want to see, the ins and outs of the inner workings of the email system. But if you're ready to really get into business, I would say GetResponse or Aweber. Those will run you about $8 to $10 per month, depending on how many people you have on your email list. However, you must be set up properly to collect email using one of those services I spoke about before. And you should have an email strategy in place to avoid spamming or annoying people. Now, what exactly do I mean by spamming or annoying people? If you sent out an email and it was to someone and you used your Gmail and you BCC'd everyone you know saying, hey, my book's coming out or my band's playing or something like that, that is actually illegal. Now, are the police going to come to your house? Probably not, but it's actually an FCC violation. You're not allowed to mass email people and try to sell them things. That's what they call spamming. And it's actually annoying to people on a personal level because if they don't want to be the recipient of marketing emails, you really should give them the chance to opt out, meaning unsubscribe or get off that list. And it's not fair to your friends to keep emailing them when they don't have an interest in that subject or they don't want to buy your books or they don't want to hear from you, but they really don't want to be the person to say, please take me off this list because they don't want to hurt your feelings. So the best practice for this is to set up something very easy to opt into using one of those services, and then just email or when you talk to your friends, say, just go over to my website and sign up for my email list. And many, many of them will do that. The other thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to be afraid. Once you have people on your email list, they opted in for a reason. So communicating with your list gets easier the more you practice. Emailing gets easier. There's a typo in that slide, but oh well. You don't want to be nervous and out of touch when your book comes out because that's as bad as not having a list. Just emailing them when they think that you want something from them is bad. So what you want to do is you want to send them useful information, anecdotes, books you're reading, communications from a real person, because that's what you are. And like I said, don't let the only time your readers hear from you be when you want something from them. Like, hey, buy my book, because That's just as bad as spamming on Twitter, let's be honest. So we have a whole post about this on bookpromotion.com. But for your homework, I'd like you to sign up for an email service, either the free one or the paid ones that we mentioned. Take one of their tutorials, put the code in your website, kind of play around with it. And also, go find an author that you like and sign up for their email list just to see how they communicate with their audience. So it doesn't have to be high pressure or hard. It just, it is something you have to do. So get it over with. And like I said, we have a whole email breakdown of the different email services over on bookpromotion.com/email. And also, if you want to be notified when we make more videos, hit subscribe for more tutorials. That's it. Don't spam your friends. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.